talking to thousands, millions of people about what God has done in your life, and you have cookies. How did this come about?
After I gave my life to the Lord, and that's really the story the 700 Club will be picking up on. After the abuse and raising my children, I fell into a slump of depression, and I started drinking very, very heavily. I say I was an alcoholic. And of course my kids are probably watching, and a lot of things they don't want to remember or admit, but it was pretty bad. I needed a drink to get up in the morning and function. I needed a drink to get to bed at night and forget. And life became really, really, really painful. I went through the divorce, was putting 3 of my children at the time in college, and my daughter, I have one daughter, she was 23, and she started suffering with headaches, and by this time, I was saved. To get back to the salvation story, I was on my way to a nightclub, had been drinking, and there was a song that I had never heard on secular radio playing by Kurt Franklin, and the song was The Reason Why I Sing, and the words were, someone asked a question, why do I sing? When I lift my hands to Jesus, what do they really mean? Someone may be wondering why I sing my song. Sometimes I may be crying and nothing's even wrong. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow. It's the reason why I sing. Wow. And when I heard those words, I realized I wasn't free. And I pulled over on the side of the road, and I cried, and I cried, and I cried. And I didn't believe in God, but I thought, nothing can be worse than what I'm going through. And I remember saying, Lord, if you are real, I surrender. I don't know how, but I just didn't want to go any further. I was going nowhere fast. And that night, my life forever changed.
Amen.
I went home, bagged up trash bags of liquor bottles everywhere, and got rid of the liquor.
Amen.
And I remember getting on my knees again, praying and thinking, this is really going to be hard, because I didn't know what to do. But from that day forward, God just began to do awesome things. Now, things got worse financially. It was unbelievable. And I would say to the viewers, the more you trust God, the more you're going to be challenged. Because when there's something great in you, there is something great required of you. And my girlfriend told me the other day from New Jersey, she said, the enemy should be afraid of you, Lauretta. And I said to her, he probably is. Because regardless of what I've been through, God is going to get the glory in my life. So I gave my life to the Lord. I was struggling raising my children, and my daughter started having headaches, and we got a call that she had a pseudotumor of her brain. It wasn't much longer that she went blind. And from
Is she blind today?
No, she's healed.
Amen.
But from her,
Amen.
But from her blindness, I wound up losing, and it wasn't really a result of that, but missing a lot of time at work. I wound up losing my job of years, then losing my home, and then losing my car, and losing everything. And the most bizarre thing was, I was at such a peace because I told the Lord that I'm not going down with him. I said to God, I've done a good enough job going down by myself in life. I'm not going down with you. And I meant what I said. So my daughter, we did lots of healing. There was a wonderful church right here in Greenville, South Carolina, Pastor Wayman Burton. And under that ministry, we prayed and we prayed and we prayed. And Joy was healed.
Amen.
Went to college in Atlanta. I followed her to Atlanta. And that's where